A fall favorite is back. The Bob Evans Farm Festival in Rio Grande is this weekend. Bob Holtkamp, the president and CMO of Bob Evans Restaurants, joins us to share what you'll see when you visit the farm. Great getting a chance to talk with you today, and congrats, I think, are in order because this is the 52nd year for this festival. I mean, I bet, Bob, you all see a lot of repeat visitors who are now bringing their kids and grandkids.
For sure. Number one, thanks for having us on just to talk about the 52nd annual Farm Fest, Bob Evans Farm Fest. We're excited. We do get to see the same faces over and over again, and we see a lot of new people over the past few years who've just said, hey, this is the kind of thing I want to do. This is the kind of thing I want to do with my family. And many of the people who join us for the Bob Evans Farm Fest are right there, live in rural America and live on farms. And this is truly a celebration of the harvest where we can kind of come together and basically celebrate the bounty that God and America's farmland provides. And so it's a great celebration, fun for the entire family, fun for people who just kind of want to walk around and look at all the other people. But there's just so many things to do, so many bands and singers, entertainment across the board, lots of food and the whole bit.
Oh, wow. So tell us about some of the activities that you all have planned that we'll find when we show up at the event, the festival.
Yeah, so for the kids, we have multiple rides for the kids that they can go on, and a lot of activities for kids, not just on a ride, but the hay bale maze and lots of animals from the Columbus Zoo. We've got these gigantic longhorn steers that are out, and they're just really cool to look at. Pig races and horseshoes and the whole bit. Lots of fun for families and kids there. But for me, I just love our headliner artists that will be out to sing, and to perform for us. So, this year, almost every year, the past few years, we've had the winner of The Voice. This year is no exception. We will have Bryce Leatherwood, who will be there to perform on Sunday. On Saturday, we'll have Spencer Crandall, who you may know of song Made and some other different songs that are very popular on the charts. And so he'll be out on Saturday. But just a whole litany of different acts and bands and singers just to provide lots of great entertainment.
Yeah, and we actually just talked to Bryce the other day on an interview, and he said he's excited to get to perform at the festival this year. He's looking forward to it. What are
he's an amazing
he really is. And so what are some other things you can do there other than enjoy farm life? A lot of people have never visited a farm.
Yeah, so you can ride horses. So we have a pen for people to ride horses. You can camp right on the grounds as well, and so you kind of get the real live on the farm. Live out in the plains, if you will, right there on the farm. And so you can do that. But there's tons of food, and all of it starts with Bob Evans' famous sausage, Bob Evans' famous sausage and gravy biscuits. The Farm Boy sausage sandwich will be a highlight for us there. But we have tons of other foods, from apple cider slushies to just a litany of different things. A lot of them are made right here, either in Ohio or West Virginia or Kentucky, that area. We have people who will come in, and a lot of the foods are right there from that area, local honey and that sort of thing.
Yeah, Bob, I'm glad you mentioned the food because, I mean, really, that's why we really love to come to this festival. A lot of beans and cornbread, a lot of comfort food, and just perfect food pairings for this time of the year. A lot of apple butter. So talk about if we want to plan our visit to the Bob Evans Farm Festival, is there one stop shop where we should go so we can find out maybe a map and a schedule and some of the things that you mentioned?
Yeah, absolutely. Go to bobevans.com. All the information is there for you. It will not only direct you to where the farm is, you can just use the Google and find out, where the farm, the original Bob Evans farm is, and our very first restaurant is right there on site. But go to bobevans.com and you can check out all the things about Farm Fest. You can also read a lot about the farmer partners that we work with to supply all of the great food that you'd find in any one of our restaurants. There's multiple stories of the farmers that we partner with to bring that America's farm fresh food to the tables of America right at each one of our restaurants.
That's a great way to support local farmers and just celebrate the fall season. Bob, thanks so much for talking to us about it and letting us know all about the festival.
You bet. Thanks for having me.